Welcome to practice today. I'm Summer, delighted to share this time with you. For today's practice, you'll want to have 2 blocks. If you have them, it's okay if you don't. You could supplement with books the same height, 2 different ones, or just go without the props. No problem at all. So happy to have you. We'll begin in a comfortable seat. You can join me with the heels aligned. Knees are wide. This is called Siddhasana, where you're aligned with the center of the spine. If you find your knees are hovering, you can sit higher up, either on a folded blanket, a pillow, or a block. And then use your hands, one to the inner thigh and one to the sitting bone. So you turn the inner thigh down and widen the sitting bone. Take Jnana Mudra, lightly touching your thumb and index fingertips. Soften the other fingers, and it's as if you're holding a feather there. Close your eyes. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths. We're living in times of uncertainty, and honestly, we always have been. Every moment of life is uncertain. So the practice gives us skills for resiliency, skills to regulate ourselves, using deep, long exhales, or even ujjayi breath stimulates the vagus nerve, which helps create the parasympathetic nervous system response, getting out of fight, flight, freeze, into calming ourselves. We use somatic practices of feeling and sensing what's happening inside of us, which builds emotional resiliency. We move energy and deep tension out of the body. We want these energies to flow very much like an electric current, a conduit that can move through. So for the next 3 breaths in this wisdom mudra, flowing breath, put your attention in your back body, the back of the skull, shoulders, rib cage, low back, pelvis, legs. This is a quick, easy way. Within just 3 breaths, you can calm yourself down. Keep the attention in the back of your body as you blink your eyes open. We're invoking wisdom through listening. Come to standing. Take a wide stance. Stretch your arms out, wrists over ankles. Unless you feel unsteady, you can always shorten it. If you look, big toes should align across in the same plane. For a moment, inhale, reach your arms up, stretching up like a big star. With palms forward, can you feel your hands, every part from the inside out, every finger spreading evenly, aware that you're moving attention through your hands. And then hollow the armpits back a little bit more, which will release tension around the base of your neck. On an exhale, you'll reach forward in this V position. Start nice and slowly reaching and hover halfway down. Rotate your palms inward. Move slowly. Find power and softness even. Eventually, your hands will come down either to the floor or on props and crawl the fingertips away from you as if your fingers are like little spiders. Dig in. Dig your fingers into the ground. You might imagine you're on the beach. Digging in to give some traction as your spine lengthens in 2 directions. Hips pull back. Arms try to traction forward. Use the deep breath to push into the boundaries of the sides of your rib cage, into the back of the body. Exploring breath all the way around 360 degrees. Slowly walk your fingertips underneath your shoulders here. This wider position is more forgiving as we're in warm-up mode to open the back of our legs. We're going to build in a twist. Take your left fingertips under the nose and circle the right arm back and all the way up. So you bring your hand over the over the shoulder, and stack your shoulders more as you twist. Take another deep breath. Press the floor away through feet, through your left hand. And then see if you can take the top arm behind you, back of the hand to the ribs, or some of you hand to the opposite thigh, pressing it back. For another big breath as you roll the right shoulder farther back. Reach your arm slowly up and then all the way to the space in front of you to plant it down. And we'll switch sides. Left arm circles back and around. Twist simultaneously to the left. Start to look up. Ground down through the feet, through the bottom hands. Stretch your wings wider. And then maybe bend the arm, let the back of the hand rest on the ribs, or see if you can bring your fingertips to press the right thigh bone back. Keep pressing back as you twist, stack your shoulders more. Roll your left shoulder back, take a deep breath. Feeling, listening, experiencing. Unthread your left arm to reach it up and slowly forward. We're moving slowly, like you're moving through thick honey. Now turn your left toes 90 degrees. Pivot the hands so they walk over and on the same kind of angle to bow. We call this the humble warrior. Now we're in a forward bend. We're also strengthening our legs and opening up the hip joint. Press into the ground. So that's making you use power here. Feel your seat reaching farther back, even as the arms might crawl farther forward. Keep the leg formation, but just walk your hands under your shoulders again. Take your left hand to press the inner thigh towards the space behind you. Your right hand can go under the right shoulder and twist. Look up. Big breath. See if you can now lift the right toes here on the right heel while you're twisting. Imagine the feet squeezing in. One more breath. Plant the right foot. Plant the left hand. Rotate all 10 toes straight ahead. And then pivot to the second side. Right foot goes 90 degrees. Walk your hands well out in front as you bow. Push your hips back. Ground your feet. Can you bend your front knee more deeply? But resist the back inner thigh away from the front heel. This widens the pelvis. Again, building strength. Feel your way through the waters here. Deep flowing that breath, learning to feel what's happening in the body. Walk your hands in. Take your left hand more to the middle under your left shoulder. Right palm to the upper inner thigh. Twist to the right. Press the thigh towards the pinky side of the foot more. Maybe bend more. If available, come on the left heel. Active feet. As if your feet are squeezing together. One more breath. Slowly plant the hand. All 10 toes straight ahead. Heel toe your feet in a little bit further. And bow. Hold the outer ankles or the lower shins. If you need to, you can bend your knees and work to actively tip your seat higher and higher. Forward folds create compression in the inner body, the organs. Here, the heart is higher than the head, so we have an inversion element in the forward fold. So it's going to be calming for the mind. And of course, we have a hamstring stretch. So we're moving deep tension out of the body, especially the largest, strongest muscles. So it creates a big bang effect, big atmospheric shift for us. Plant the hands under the shoulders, pivot your way to the front of the mat. And now as you come into lunge, bring your left foot and right foot in the same plane. And here's where you might want to grab your 2 blocks, any height, right? And you can see I'm on fingertips here. As you're here, you'll rock back, straighten through both legs. So the blocks are optional. And then lunge. This time as you rock back, bow. And then lunge. And one more just like that, rock back. Now see if you can, some of you will be able to, some of you not, but see if you can get your forehead to round towards your knee more. Keep that as you lunge. Just attempt. Now keep your forehead to knee, lower your back knee. Melt the pelvis forward. Keep the forehead to knee. Rock back, runner's stretch. Straighten your front leg as you fold. Return back to lunge. This time look forward. As you pick up your back knee, launch into your left leg. Keep the blocks in line with your front ankle. It's a fun variation. Your back leg is reaching. See if you can turn the outer hip down and toes down more as you flex. And then back to that lunge in the same line. Front foot and back foot, same plane. One more time, press forward. Back to this variation of warrior 3. From here, keep your left hand on the block, rotate it backwards, fingers backwards. Bring your right hand to your hip. Bend the raised leg, squeeze the heel to the body, or some of you grab for the foot and pull the heel closer in. As you do so, float the knee back. One more breath. If you have a hold of the back foot, straighten it again. Both hands reverse on the blocks. Square the hips, reach forward. And now cross the right leg behind the left leg. You might step your feet back so that they're across in the same plane. Bow your head. Use the front leg to press the back leg farther back. Let your head be really heavy and free. Maybe turn it a little bit. Feel the feet spreading all the way out through the toes. Each toe like a little sunbeam, sun ray. Inhale, half lift. Uncross the feet. Second side, step your left leg a long step back. Right down the middle of your sticky mat, coming into lunge. Look forward. Stay looking forward for now. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, look forward, lunge. Exhale, both legs towards straight. Bow your head, forehead towards knee. Just do what you can. Keep that lunge, forehead to knee. Keep that straighten again. Inhale, forehead to knee, lunge. And now lower your back knee. Melt the hips forward. Keep forehead to knee, runner's stretch. As you straighten the front leg, come on the heel. Lift and spread the toes. Stamp the heel down into the mat. One more breath. We're in the back body. Bend the front knee, look forward. Lift the back knee. So when we're launching forward, you're going to push off the back foot. Reach forward through your upper body and your back leg. Refine the back leg to turn down more. Lift more from the inner thigh. So you're not overly using your glutes. You're balancing the actions. Slow, long step back to lunge. Feet aligned. One more time, push. Step back into this variation of warrior 3. Now, revolve the right fingertips backward. Bring the left hand to the hip. Stay looking down if you wish. Bend your left knee. Squeeze the heel towards your seat. Feel free to stay. This is powerful stuff. Push the floor away through your right leg. Maybe reach your left hand back. Pull the foot in and float the knee back. Breathe, feel. Longer exhales. If you have the hold of the foot, release. Both hands on the blocks, reversing maybe. Step back. Take a moment here. Lunge. And now we're going to turn the blocks wide way, again, if you have them, and bring the hands for downward dog so that your forearms are hitting the edge of the blocks. It's okay if you don't have them. Do down dog without. This will put the boundary on your arms, teaching you how not to collapse in your shoulders. Full stretch. One more breath. Move your chest deeper to the back of the mat. Now come forward into plank. Keep your blocks. Bring your hands on the blocks. And you're going to probably slide them forward. They're wide positioning here. All right, slowly bring the right hand down in front of the block, then left, then right hand on and left. Keep going. Try not to overly rock the body too much. So you will shift a little, by the way, but you're trying to move as little as possible. So fire up your legs, scoop the tailbone into the body. Next time your right hand comes down, hold it, lower your knees. Keep the left hand on the block, bend the elbows for a little dip. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Elbows track close to the sides of your ribs. Lift. 1 more. Nice upper body strength. Switch hands. Right hand on the block, left hand flat. Look a little forward as you exhale and dip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dip, have fun, and lift. You're getting stronger. 1 more time. Well done. Now bring your blocks together. Stay in the same wide position. Place your elbows on top. Remember, you could do this without blocks. Palms in prayer as you bow. Right now, hips over knees. Take a few breaths. You might be able to bring your thumbs to your upper back. Deep tricep and chest opening. Try to lift your lowest ribs up for 1 more breath. You lift your head and either go flat for your Shavasana or take your 2 blocks. This is one of my absolute favorites. One under the head and the other one between the shoulder blades. Legs could be straight or crossed. You can have blocks higher or lower. Everything is customizable. And arms bent a little bit like a cactus or goalpost to the sides, and lower as much as you need through your forearms so they rest all the way down. Go inside, close your eyes. In a short amount of time, we've done a powerful opening through forward bends, twisting, opening chest and shoulders, strengthening and building heat through the deep core of the body. And really feel how this helps you move energy freely through your mind and your body so things don't stick. Yoga gives us so many tools for resiliency so we can bounce forward. Stay here as long as you can. Please take at least another minute. So honored to have you here today. Please be sure to like the class, subscribe, comment, all the things so we know you're out there. We'd love to hear from this community. And we'll see you back again next time for the next daily class of the week. Namaste.